So, Man Cave Tour 2025. This will be the last time I'm in this room because I'm moving in a couple months, end of May. But here's the Steelers Pittsburgh corner with my McFarlanes. I think I got that in Pittsburgh. It's not McFarlane, no. Starting lineups. Starting lineup here, Ken Griffey Jr. And some more Pittsburgh stuff. A Pittsburgh clock. Just quick overview. If you've been following my channel at all, this room has changed quite a bit over the last 6 years. And I tried to do a yearly man cave game room tour, but here's gonna be the last one. Just got this tumbler recently. There's all the, I typically don't keep packaging, but I love the Street Fighter packaging. I'll probably end up just taking out the background and dumping those when I move. Here's a DTOF that is now, I was gonna say extinct, but IKEA is not selling these anymore. I've had this DTOF forever. Currently I have the Jada and some other Street Fighter figures in the bottom. 3D printed all these signs in here. My Marvel Legends. Eventually I want to do a Marvel vs. Capcom type setup. So those are the Legends or Marvel characters that are in. I'm more so focused on MVC2. Some McFarlane figures here and some McFarlane here. A little bit, mainly Rogues Galleries, because I'm not really big into DC or Good Guys, at least. Say hello to my little friend. This is Tony Montana. I used to have a bunch of Scarface stuff, but kind of sold that over the years. I used to have like 4 of these game shelves. If you've seen my videos or Man Cave videos over the years, now I'm down to 3, and I'll probably get down to 2 because I'm going to sell off probably some more stuff. But NES Mini, I actually got rid of my PS1 and Super NES Mini. Only graded comic I have so far. What's this? Yearbook number 1. Got off eBay a while ago. This little mini arcade actually works and plays. One of my good friends who passed away gave me that, so that'll stay with me. And this is basically my Nintendo shelf. So all NES right here. So these are boxed, and then my loose carts all through here. And then we got 3DS, of course, Shinobi and Street Fighter, and then Street Fighter. What is this? Famicom. So Street Fighter's in here somewhere. I think this is like the original Street Fighter though. And then a few of my Super NES. Again, mainly I'm just collecting Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. I love Duke Nukem. Anything Duke Nukem, Wolfenstein, and Doom, as you'll see. And here's some of the handhelds. I 3D printed all these stands. There's the rest of my handhelds. The OG Game Boy and some more Game Boys. And then we got the Neo Geo Pocket over there. Got some Wii games. A Switch. I don't actually own a Switch. My son has a Switch, and his game just kind of stayed here. But yeah, there's the Nintendo shelf. And then we'll jump over. It's all the classified, but we'll jump over to the other game shelf real quick. So up top again, I got some box. Again, I don't have too many boxed figures. We got some Star Wars. We got Boba and Kylo Ren. Recently got that one. I'm going to keep that one boxed because I have so many Snake Eyes as it is. Like I kept that one boxed or on card and kept this Zartan boxed because I already have enough Zartans. That one, probably a KO, but I'm just going to keep it boxed. Again, I have so many Cobra Commanders. I think that's probably a KO, but it's cool with Street Fighter. This thing is awesome. I've been debating on opening it up or maybe buying another one, but I think these are pretty expensive, so I can't just buy another one because I bought this one retail when it came out. Doom 2 in the box, super cool. Just throwback. I love that game from when I was a kid. And again, this is kind of the what I have left of Sega. So Sega and pretty much Xbox over here, and then got some PS1 running through the middle because these shelves through the middle are smaller than these shelves, so they fit CDs perfectly here across the middle. You couldn't see it on the other shelf because the NES fit perfectly in here, so it's not as noticeable. But I got Game Gear. Like I said, what's left of my Sega Master System and Genesis. I've gotten rid of most of it, cause pretty much most I have on NES, but I kept some classics like Ultra Beast. I love Double Dragon. Rambo's cool one. Shinobi, I love like ninja type games. And I kept this one if I do ever sell my Genesis. I think this one came with the Genesis in general. And then again, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter on the Genesis. Golden Axe, the classic. But I may get rid of Golden Axe. A lot of the time I get rid of... Oh, this is Shinobi. Basically, this is Shinobi 2, Shadow Dancer. Of course, Doom, Streets of Rage, classics. But I'll probably narrow this down some more. Like I said, I'm really just wanting the Mortal Kombats and Street Fighters and whatnot. Then here's all the OG Xbox. Xbox was always my favorite over PlayStation 2. So if I had it on PS2 and Xbox, I went ahead and just got rid of the PS2 version. But here's all the Xbox. And then the PS1 right here, which I may thin down these as well, because most of the stuff I have digitally already. 360 was such a great system, so Xbox ends here. Then we got 360 here. So I've slimmed out a lot of this. Well, 360 was hard to come by, actually. PS2 was easy to come by, and PS3 was kind of hit or miss. And then we have the Xbox One. Yeah, Xbox One. So I used to have a ton of this stuff, started thinning that out. Now we have the Xbox Series X. So thinned out a lot of that stuff. And I don't have too much Xbox Series X. Like here, it'll tell you that's for X. Again, that's my Wolfenstein. I love Wolfenstein. Those games are good too. I haven't gotten too many titles specifically for X. Haven't been playing. I bought the Series X for Cyberpunk specifically, and I just haven't been playing it as much. Air purifier is a must. I live down in Texas, so it gets pretty dusty. It helps, but it's not perfect. More Joe stuff. This is a cool little deck building game I thought was cool. And then this is empty, but it had cards in it. Little minis. Another card game. This I'll keep in because, again, I got so many Cobra Commanders. Some more card games. Sergeant Slaughter's the Kickstarter. I actually opened it and then put it back in once we got the classified Sarge. Again, I got so many Baronesses. I just kept her carded. Destro, Pimp Daddy Destro, same thing. At one point, he was hard to get a hold of, so I just kept him in box. Maybe I'll get another one to open. We'll see. Atari 2600 G.I. Joe game. Not complete, but it's cool to showcase. Another friend gave me this statue. I meaning to open it, but for now I just kept it in the box. And then we get down to basically the PlayStation shelf. We'll run through this real quick. So, and yeah, the PS1, like I said, I basically had this going from one edge to the other. So basically PlayStation came through here. Well, actually, I probably could have swapped over all this to over there and have PS1 all right. Because at one point I had PS1 extended through here, but we'll see. I've been thinning this stuff out too. But anyway, here's the PS2 stuff. Mainly, if I had it on Xbox, I just got rid of it for PS2 because I'm more of a Xbox guy. But I did keep, the Street Fighters, the Mortal Kombats. Like here's Shinobi. If I had it on both, I kept it. Like for instance, like Street Fighter, I would have kept it on both. Just 'cause I love Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. That's the main ones. And then we get to our PS3. Again, if I had it on Xbox and PS3 or 360 and PS3, then I got rid of the PS3. Unless again, like Duke Nukem, love Duke Nukem. I think I have this sealed on a 360. And then got some long box PS1. I've been thinning these out too. Again, Doom. We got Doom. Gex is such a great platformer. We got Street Fighter. Tekken's such a good fighter. I may end up getting rid of that Twisted Metal. I kept it for now. Since the TV show came out, I probably should have got rid of it then. Lunar 2. This is such an epic little... I got this probably next to nothing, but this is complete. I just don't think that Wata grades this yet. I've been waiting. That's why I really want to get it graded. And then we get into my Dreamcast. And then we have some Sega Saturn. Got rid of most of Saturn because you'll see I chipped it per se, or I modded it. So I kept the international, the Japanese Saturn titles. Well, again, Street Fighter, and we got Marvel Heroes for Street Fighter. We got, oh, this is 3DO Street Fighter. Street Fighter on TurboGrafx. And then some PC titles. Again, we got Doom, Duke Nukem. What's this? Yeah, Duke Nukem, Street Fighter. What is this? I don't know if this is a soundtrack or what, but again, just random Street Fighter stuff. And then more PS3 stuff into PS4. Some more PS4. I don't have too much PS4. I recently just acquired a PS4. Some PSP. We got G.I. Joe. God of War is a classic. Got the PSP regular and like mini. I think both these are hacked. The Vitas modded or hacked. These I think I'm gonna end up donating. I kept these for my son, but he's grown now, so I'll probably end up giving these to my little cousin. Some Sega Saturn. Oh, the US long box. Again, we got Street Fighter Alpha. This Capcom title, Night Warriors. Last Bronx. We got Sega CD. I might end up getting rid of that. I got Crisscross sealed. Then a Sega CD / 32X CD. That's interesting. Probably pretty rare at this point. And then this is a Gamecom. Again, Duke Nukem sealed. So that would be cool. I don't think I can get that graded yet. Oh, got Atari Jaguar. Again, Wolfenstein. My EverDrive stuff. Again, some random Thundercats and She-Ra, He-Man, a bunch of G.I. Joe DVDs and Blu-rays. And then if we jump over, so I got 2 TVs set up, basically one for like HDMI or modern systems, and the other one for all the old school retro vintage systems, whatever you want to call it. Got the PS3, which I think I have hacked. The OG Xbox is definitely hacked, the bigger hard drive. PS4, I think it has a hack now. I attempted one, but I think there's a newer hack that works. 360, I had one hacked, this one isn't, so I need to figure that out. Wii U is modded. Xbox X, leaving that alone. And then how I get all this running, so we got the power switch, I may have shown here, but there's the power switch here. So when you turn it on, that's when it draws power. When it's off, it's drawing no power. So people say, oh, you're drawing all this, wasting all this electricity. No, I'm not drawing any electricity until you flip this switch. And then on here for the AV systems, I just push the button for each one, and then that goes over to here because I got another set up over here, which at this point I could probably, I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4 slots open. I got 4 systems, so at some point I could probably actually draw these over to here, because I think those are all just AV as well. But anyway, you flip the button here, flip the switch here, and then boom, it'll hit it to here and then run up to the TV. So I got the Nintendo Mini with the EverDrive. I always felt this one just plays better and consistently. Again, all the signs I 3D printed. We got the Super Nintendo Mini with the EverDrive. We got the N64, what they call this, Donkey Kong Green or something, with the EverDrive. PS2 is hacked. I got a hard drive in there, and that's modded. The Wii, I got a hard drive attached, and it's modded. The GameCube, you can't really see, but there's an SD card in here, so I took out the original optical drive, and that has the SD card in there, so that's all loaded up and modded. And then if we come over here to this shelf, again, same system. I got the power running up here. That's like basically like a DJ equipment thing. But anyway, I got power run up there. Got my pit and Steelers helmets with a little Mega Man up there. My Tiger Force Joe vehicles. Some more. The Hammer was one of my favorite vehicles ever. And then the All-Striker is one of the first vehicles I ever had as a kid. None of these are from my childhood. Obviously, I reacquired these. And then just a few reference or books that are displayable. But this one's a great one. This Ultimate G.I. Joe, that's one you can't even really get, or it's highly expensive. And then back to the systems. Again, 3D printed all these signs. So we got the Saturn. Same thing here. I pulled out the optical drive, and this is modded with the SD cards. So fully loaded for that one. The Dreamcast I haven't gotten around to. And then we got the Sega CD with 32X, with the Genesis, with the EverDrive. On this one, Sega Master System with the EverDrive. And then these are just controllers. So this was a really cool idea. I don't remember if I did it myself, got it from somebody else, but basically these have controllers for each of the various systems. A great way to organize and be clean with your controllers. And then a little couch here, futon in the middle. And then to the bread and butter, right? So this Joe poster actually upscaled and had it printed online from Poster Ninja. And then this one I did years ago through, I think, like Kinko's or somebody, or Office Depot, Office Max, something like that. So basically all my vehicles up top. So we got the Hasbro releases here with the Python Patrol and regular Trouble Bubbles, Stinger, HasLab Hiss, and I got 2 Trouble Bubbles for each. Oh, with the HMS back there. And these came from the 25th anniversary. I just kept them around. Here's another vintage. A buddy of mine gave me this, so I'll probably never sell or give that one away either, since it was given to me from a close buddy of mine. Castle Grayskull back there. And then we get into all my 3D printed creations. I went to Dreadnok so far. I may do Tiger Force, but here's all my Dreadnok 3D printed. So like the Dreadnok Skyhawk, the Dreadnok Fang, Air Skiff, Zartan's Chameleon, Swamp Skier, Dreadnok Cycle, Dreadnok Swamp Fire, the Thunder Machine, and basically the Dreadnok Stinger. They call it the 4x4 Ground Assault. So really I just need the stun. There's a RAM, but the files are so bad, it's not even worth it. And then we got these 3 different shelves. So I don't want to make the video too long, but here's my Cobra Law shelf. I get these backgrounds from like Extreme Sets, and then I cut them up and put in the flooring, and then the backgrounds. And I got the LED lights runarounds. These are Govee LED lights. But this is the Cobra Law, so mixture of customs and Hasbro releases and Action Force. So custom, release. There's Serpentor. And then the Globulus I 3D printed and Benny painted. And then we got the Action Force tracer guys there in the back. And then Benny did these customs. So pretty much most of these customs, anything custom Benny did. Then this is the Dr. Mindbender. Again, Extreme Sets for the dial for the background. This is a Mr. Beast thing here. The Pit. That's such an epic figure and hard to get nowadays. And then I 3D printed this, and I 3D printed that, and the crate and the desk. But there's Mindbender. 3D printed this. I'm going to add some more stuff, probably the brainwave scanner in here whenever I get around to it. Printing it. And this is, I love this one, my favorite shelves. This is my Dreadnok shelf. Again, we got the Extreme Sets in the background. This is like this was the warehouse, like, diorama, but for me, I'm making it a garage. So pretty much everything in here, I 3D printed like the cameras and this tire thing. And then we got customs and WWE bike. And then these bikes, all these over here, I 3D printed. 3D printed the chairs. So mostly everything in there. Extra accessories I 3D printed. Then we got customs like Chaos, Zanzibar, and Burnout, the Benny made, Heart Wrencher, Thrasher, and then we got regular releases. So, oh, and then we got Action Force, a Bone Collector back there, through Shadow Tracker in there. He seemed like a legitimate Dreadnok. So just such an awesome shelf. I just Love this shelf. If y'all want me to go through any particular shelf, deeper dive, let me know. This, I'm still trying to get organized. Just I threw some random Joe's and Action Force over here for now. And there's a bunch of 3D printed stuff. So I need to kind of get this shelf together and this shelf. I 3D printed this Checkpoint Alpha. I was going to make it for somebody, just didn't come out, so I need to do another one. Better if he still wants it. And then I took these martial artists or ninjas, or whatever you want to call these. I took them off the other shelf. You'll see here in a minute. Put them down because these are all my Joe martial artists. Again, we got a mixed match of classified, Action Force. It looks like Marvel Legend dude. I felt he just fit as a good trooper. Extra Tiger Paw. I 3D printed this as well. And then we got, this is kind of like my Merc squad down here. So you'll see, again, Marvel Legends. Got Mr. T. And then Hardball, that was a custom not made by Benny. It was a random guy, Mercari. And this is like my desert team. So this shelf I need to get together. This is my sub-team shelf. 3D printed these signs. But we got Action Force guys over here. Slaughter's Marauders here. Tiger Force here. Night Force here. And then Arcade and Basketball Goal from starting lineup. This shelf I may figure out as well what to do with, but right now it is what it is. Another one of my favorite shelves. So that background piece, that like cityscape walls from like High School Creations, did that Kickstarter. This VSV from Ricky Lee I 3D printed. It's an epic vehicle. Then this Rep Ranger, another Ricky Lee creation that I 3D printed. And this is like basically like my Viper shelf, because we got Alley Viper. Again, Benny painted this one. We got Alley Vipers and Range Viper and Saw Viper. Laser Viper custom by Benny. Toxo Viper custom by Benny. Rock Viper custom by Benny. Got Ram Televiper there working on the phone. So this is just a cool little like street setup. And maybe I'll put like some sort of cement or something. Some sort of bottom like I have here. So love this shelf. Joe shelf, I moved these guys up. So here's all the Joes. And then, because I had all my vintage ARA figures, I took them down. And whenever I move, because my intention was to put them all across here by years. And I had them all in the cases, but that just didn't work out since I'm moving. So I'll hold off on that project. Another very cool shelf, again, Extreme Sets, background. This is the Destro shelf. So we got Mars and Destro. I probably need to do basically Iron Grenadier shelf. I probably need to do an Iron Grenadiers logo. Maybe I'll put that here and move this, or move this Cobra logo and put the big Iron Grenadiers here. But yeah, this is the Iron Grenadier shelf. General Voltar, custom by Benny. We got some Monster Force mixed in here. So I got a DC headshot in there. And then some Action Force. Yeah, I got Action Force. Got the other Bone Collector. I got 3D printed back there. Got our Snake Armor. 3D printed Destro throne. Benny made me that thing to put the throne on. Oh, I got Star Wars Black Series in here. This guy's custom by Benny, an Iron Grenadier dude. Like the heavy Iron Grenadier gunner. You got Action Force back there in the corner with the Iron Man. Like diorama piece from like a Marvel Select. We got Deathstroke in here. He's an import figure. We got WWE dude in here. The Target, he's a custom. Yeah, just a mixed match of all kinds of stuff. So love this Destro Iron Grenadier shelf. And this is like my Cobra shelf with the Commander. So you got him. 3D printed this. Got Firefly and Storm Shadow there protecting them. Thanks to Chris for this sign. He gave me the file so I could 3D print it. Welcome to Springfield. Got soldiers back there. Got my Python Patrol here, as you can see. Again, 3D printed the signs myself. And I feel like Hydra just fit in with Python Patrol. So we got all the Marvel Legends. Not all, but we got Marvel Legends Hydra over here. And then I do have the Crimson Twins in red, so I'll swap them out eventually. I just don't know where I'm going to put them. I still need to open that up. Crimson Guard Immortal, custom by Benny. So it's all my Crimson Guard over here. And then Major Blood, some of his guys there. And then here's the Ninja Shelf I was telling y'all about before. So I had all the Joes on this line, so I decided to take them out and just basically make this like a Arashikage, like Storm Shadows dwelling. Again, extreme sets background for the dojo. This I got at Ross. It was part of some anime McFarlane things. So I painted it myself. And then we got Sub-Zero. And we got Marvel Legends dude, Sleepwalker, that I kit bashed into a ninja. Another Marvel Legends Red Widow. Marvel Legends Hand Ninjas. I love these dudes. The Articulate Icons Ninjas. Love those guys as well. And then the last shelf here, still messing around with, but again, extreme sets. This is from like it's like a garage for wrestling or something other. But again, I got 3D printed stuff in here. Got Big Boa. I was gonna kind of make this into like a training area type thing. So I got Big Boa on the bag, got the workbench back there, and just random stuff. Got the ferret, got Scrap Iron with his thing here, Baroness's bike, the other Baroness, but to me she's more like a chameleon if you're familiar with Joe's. The Rashikage bike back here, Ice Viper custom that Benny did, Snow Serpents. I got my Arctic guys here. And then I got Copperhead. And then there's Desert Scorpion and Hydra Viper. So those were done by saying that I did Hardball. So those three Benny did not do. I know Benny could do a very good job, but I haven't got them off Macquarie way before I ever met Benny. But yeah, so there's that. So yes, that's basically the man cave for 2025. Like I said, I'm moving at the end of May, so unfortunately this man cave will be no longer. If y'all want to see more in depth of the shelves, let me know. I just didn't want to run this video too long. We're already at almost 30 minutes, but it's basically just goodbye for me documenting the man cave. Has changed so much over the years if you go back through my old man cave video game rooms. So we'll see what happens when I move, if I'm gonna have, because I like this man cave because it's not necessarily, you get more of the length of going down. I don't need a whole lot of width because I love having be able to just, as you can see, I can put one side with all the gaming stuff, and then the other side if I wanted to, because I work up here too, because I work from home. So I got my computer here, and then I do a lot of my YouTube videos right here on this table. So if I wanted to, I could have actually thrown another shelf in here. This TikTok shop has some pretty cheap shelves right now, and I could have thrown this table somewhere else. But it's gonna be sad, but we'll see what my next man cave looks like, right? On to the next journey or venture. Oh, I forgot about all these figures up here too. So I got my Doom poster. Again, box Black Series, Goldberg. I don't do a whole lot of WWE or WWF stuff, but Goldberg's one of my favorite growing up. Obviously, he was later on growing up, but anyway, Marvel Legends, I love Deadpool. Again, I love Mortal Kombat. Deathstroke's one of my favorite DC villains. We got Streets of Rage. That was cool finding at Walmart. Again, Street Fighter stuff. So you got Ryu, then Ryu Amiibo from it was Nintendo Wii. So I don't do a whole lot of box stuff, but when I do, some cool stuff. And Darth Maul. So, but yeah, guys, I've yacked on enough. So there is the man cave / video game room for 2025. Like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.